Hi, I'm Kitty and I'm going to show you how to draw a cabbage tree. So what you'll need is an A4 size piece of paper, a pencil and a rubber. So to get started, what we do first is we start drawing just a guide for the top of our tree, for the leaves and texture. So what I do is I just draw it kind of like an oval first, and then just looking at the tree, just kind of see how the trunk looks. So let's give this one a slightly thicker trunk like that, and then just take that up to the guide oval, so at the top there, just like that. And then to ground your tree, just draw almost like some triangle, like random triangle shapes, just like that, just for kind of a grassy type texture. It just kind of grounds it to your page as well. Like that. Going back to the top of our tree, I'm just going to put a guideline across probably about a third of the way up. Just when looking at cabbage trees, they branch off going up, but they also, their leaves kind of fall downwards as well. So they kind of have a point almost where they start that separation. So I just put that line in there as a guide. And then what we start doing is start drawing out those leaves, and we kind of make them quite long, almost rounded, or slightly curved triangles in a way. Just like that. Let me just draw a few of them. I'm just using this oval as a guide, so I'm kind of taking these bottom ones out a little bit, just past that guideline. Again, just using that middle line as a guide too. Just kind of add random shapes in there. I mean, random sizes. So these ones are almost like really thin diamond shapes in a way. Again here. Like that. And then we just keep going around just to give the tree some volume. Give that a little bit more thickness there. And then that one. And then we'll do some more of the kind of curved triangle ones there. And then we just take that line up too to meet those leaves there. Next, what we do is we're going to draw the top part of the tree. So again, we're just using this oval as a guide. We're just going to take some more of these shapes out to the edges of that, and also still using that line, horizontal line, as a guide too. So again, we just make them random sizes. And really getting some good texture and coverage in that tree. And just do some thinner ones down here. Cool. Just like that. I'm just going to go in and just add some smaller shapes just in this area here. Again, just to give it a bit of volume and some depth in there. Just pressing a little harder too with my pencil as I do that. I'm just going to make them quite random as well. And even put some just in behind that too, just by making kind of almost little triangle arrow shapes there, just like that. And again, just at the top, just some more smaller shapes in, adding a bit more randomness into that body of the tree. Just adding more volume there. Just bring in some across this bit as well. Just like that. Just fix that up slightly. Like that. Then also with cabbage trees, they have some leaves and stuff that kind of come in around the trunk as well, and they're usually quite curved in towards the trunk itself, coming from the main volume of the tree. So I just draw that by adding like those curved triangles in there again, and just making them really close in to the tree like that, to the trunk. With the trunk and with bark and textures like that, what we can do is we can just add like just really random, almost little wavy lines in a way. It just gives that trunk a bit of extra texture there like that. Just add a few of them in there. All kind of randomness. It's like that again, just building up that texture on the trunk of the tree. Just takes them out to the corners. The edges there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rubber and just rub out the guideline of that oval. So I'll just grab my rubber and go in, just get those little lines around here. Let's get that centre line, or not centre, that horizontal line that we drew as well. Like that. I'm just going to go back in and fix up the lines where I've accidentally rubbed out the main part of my drawing, so just go back in, fix those little spiky bits up. Just like that. Just going to add another one out here as well, just to give it a bit of length in there. Just like that. Then I'm just going to go back in and do a little bit of shading. So just on these leaves and amongst this first lot of, or kind of first level here, I'm just going to just really softly shade up and then get darker as I go up. Just like that, and then here as well. And this one, just giving that kind of gradient. In the middle, out. On each leaf too, just try and make it varying thickness and hardness of pencil. So see here, I've just gone a bit darker just to give that leaf there a little bit more oomph, and around here as well, just to bring that one out. Like that. And then these ones down here, again, just adding different thickness and also pressure, hardness of the shadow and of the shading. Just like that. Again, it just adds to that randomness that you find in cabbage tree tops. Kind of quite cool to look at because they are quite messy and random most of the time. Just like that. Then go back in and just do the leaves behind it as well, so behind this bit here. So again, just really softly, gently taking those lines up and then build it up as you go, just to add extra shading in there and just to bring these leaves forward as well. Again, just really softly starting and then press harder as you go. Sometimes it's about experimenting too, and these kind of drawings are quite good to experiment with because there's quite a lot of different levels and shading required. So you can really get in there and just give it a go. And here, And they're going darker as it connects with that other leaf there, just to make it stand out. Just come back over here and do this one. Let me just come back in again and just give this the really basic shade to these bottom layers in here. A bit darker in there. Like that, and then these ones down underneath, the ones curving in, just give them quite a dark shade because they're right at the bottom. It just kind of lifts everything out too. Go a bit darker there as well. Let's go back in and also give the trunk a little bit of shading too. So again, just really gently building up that gradient. So lightly first all the way down, and then just start building up that darker texture there, darker shade. So in this case I've got my light coming in from kind of more top to the side here, so the side's remaining quite light and the side's quite dark. But with these leaves you're kind of getting more of the light around the tips of the leaves, and the darkness kind of happening kind of more in towards the center of the tree. Okay, just a bit of shading on that bark up in there as well. So there you have it, a cabbage tree. Hope you enjoyed doing that. See you later.